Nommo. Let's see if we finna get up on here. Going live again. Talking about the Nommo. See if we finna get up on here. Y'all see y'all for work now, fam. Put me a shirt on right quick. Finna get a little sophisticated. Finna go live, finna go live, finna go live. Talking about the Nommos. Sirius B. Nommos. Who the Nommos? Finna let them know who the Nommo is. Nommo. Nommo. Shout out to Nommo. Nommos. Let them know who the Nommos is. See if some people finna join the live. You finna tell them about the Nommo. Tell them about Nommo right quick. Tell them about the Nommo right quick. See if people get up on here. We're gonna wait a good 15 minutes. We running in. Wait a good 15 minutes. We running in with it. Oh God. See who I get up on here. Talking about the Nommo. Sirius B. Shout out to Nommo. Let these people know who the Nommos is, man. Finna talk about the Nommo. We running off at the 15-minute mark. 2 people in here running off at the 15-minute mark. Depending on how many people join the live, we might just go on start the list. Real talk. Shit, trying to think. Might just on start the lesson. Got 4 people up in here. Y'all like the live, like don't just join it, don't send it, like it. You feel me? Like the live, all that. Man, this shit dead as fuck. Talking about the Nommo. Talking about the Nommo. I might just go and start the lesson at the 5-minute mark, man, because people ain't, you feel me? I might just go and just run it, and whoever want to watch the information, y'all can just run it back. You feel me? I'm just going to start the lecture, though, real talk. All right, so who are the Nommos? First, I'm finna talk about this right here. I'm gonna just go and start the lesson because it is what it is. Okay, so the Nommos. Who are the Nommos? The Nommos is a group. They not really extraterrestrials, but since we in this matrix and people look at stuff that's not from their planet as an extraterrestrial, so we gonna say they're extraterrestrials. So the Nommos, they're a group of extraterrestrials that come from Sirius B. And they for Sirius B, we for Sirius X. All of us are from the Sirius star system. In the Sirius star system, it's like there's Sirius X. Hold on, my phone falling now. Alright, so in the Sirius star system, right? Hold on. I ain't trying to zoom in. Hold on, I'm gonna just hold it. So in the Sirius star system, right? There's Sirius X, Sirius B, and Sirius C. Alright, so we come from Sirius X. That's like the center. the center of the whole Sirius star system. And the Nommos come from Sirius B. They from Sirius B. And see, the story of the Transformers is really like the Nommos. The Transformers is really like the Nommos. Like, literally, like, the story of the Transformers is the Nommos. Real talk. Because in Transformers, the robots left Cybertron and came here because a battle was happening, right? There was a war going on Cybertron. And Cybertron got destroyed and all that other shit. All right, boom. So Cybertron got destroyed. Now that when Cybertron got destroyed, the robots left Cybertron and came here, boom, and they took on forms. They took on the forms of vehicles when they really look like humanoid. They're humanoid robots. You get what I'm saying? All right, boom. And also, Megatron left some of his Decepticons on Cybertron to keep watching Cybertron type shit. Because Cybertron ain't completely destroyed. It's still here. Alright, boom. Hold on, I'm finna go get my ad tray right quick. And I'm finna tell y'all, I'm finna break it down to y'all how the Transformers, the story of the Transformers is the story of the Nommo. I'm finna break it down to you. Hold on. Hold on. I got y'all. Hold on. Alright, we back. So, we got 19 people up in here. I need something to prop my damn phone up on. Hold on. I'm finna try this right here. Alright, boom. Alright, so the Nommo, right? The story of the Transformers is the Nommo. And alright, so boom, in Transformer, right? Damn, my damn voice cracking and shit. But in Transformer, right? Boom. They left some of the Decepticons on Cybertron and shit like that to make sure Cybertron was straight. Alright, and they came here. So boom. Some of the Nommos is still back on Series B. But some of them came here. Majority of them, almost all of them came here. Alright, boom. Alright. But some of them still on Series B. So what happened to Series B? Series B got destroyed in the battle. Like, when the warfare kicked off, back when Satan was going against God's kingdom and took some of the angels and stuff like that. I don't have to go to Big Man. I ain't talking about that. Alright, so boom. The goddamn the niggas was fighting over Series B the same way we were fighting here. Fighting over Series B the same way we were fighting here. Boom. So goddamn, all they did was the same people that took their planet, they took Sirius B too. But they didn't take Sirius B. They mostly destroyed Sirius B. Sirius B it's still good. You get what I'm saying? It's not a negative, a form. It ain't how Kai is. It ain't like that. So boom. What happened was these niggas, they ended up, Sirius B is like a mostly aquatic world. So since Sirius B is a mostly aquatic world, there's portals in the ocean. There's portals in the ocean on this planet. There's portals in the ocean on Sirius B too. So boom. What they did was the beings that attacked Sirius B, when the warfare happened, when the Satan was going against God and all this other shit, they attacked Sirius B too because it was a full-scale rebellion against us. They attacked Sirius B too. So boom, they hit at Sirius B. And what they did was they hijacked the portals on Sirius B and they started draining, and they kind of like started draining the water out of Sirius B into the cosmos. Like, because the cosmos is filled with water. Not all of the cosmos, but a lot of the cosmos is filled with water. So boom, they shot the water out of Sirius B into the cosmos type shit. And in doing that, they ended up destroying a lot of Sirius B. Real talk. A lot of Sirius B got hit that way. They messed up a lot of Sirius B. And when they did that, they still won the battle. They still won the battle for Sirius B, but Sirius B got mostly destroyed. So they had to come here as a refuge. Real talk. Hold on, man. Let me get that out of there. I don't even. All right, boom. All right, so yeah, man, that by Sirius B right there. Sirius B, look, these niggas came and did the same thing to Sirius B that they did here, and they messed up a lot of Sirius B. They messed up a lot of it, and y'all gonna run the live back, so I ain't too tough tripping back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, they messed up Sirius B bad, like bad. Sirius B got did bad. Real shit. We got did bad too, but Sirius B got did bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the atmosphere. The atmosphere here is a wasteland. All this shit a wasteland here too, but Sirius B, it's like, it's barren. Like, some of it is just barren now. Like, real shit. Like, they can't even really live out there for real, how they really once was. But they rebuilding Sirius B too. So Sirius B gonna be alright. But Sirius B getting built back up, Kai getting built back up, all these planets getting built back up that these niggas did this shit too. Big fact. All this shit gonna get rebuilt anyways. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. It is what it is. Like, we gonna get all our shit back anyway. And now we finna talk about the Nommos, the actual Nommos. How does the Nommos actually look? I got I'm gonna bring my laptop out for y'all. I'm finna go outside and go get my laptop and shit. I'm finna go get my laptop for y'all for this part right here. Finna tell y'all how the Nommo look. I'll be right back. Be right back for y'all. Give me 1 second. Gotta go get the laptop and shit. And tell y'all how the Nommo look. Hold on. We finna get to the bottom. We finna let all on know. All right, we back with the laptop. We back in here with the laptop. So, boom. All right. We finna got dang. And I'm finna charge my vape up too. Homie. Like, man, bro, no cap. Y'all know some shit that crazy, bro. I just had a crazy ass dream about my vape, bro. Like, in the dream, I got down. I had ended up, I was charging the vape in the dream, right? And in the dream, it's like something got inside the vape. Like, I pulled something inside the vape. And I was sitting there pouring it out. And the shit was like, and there was a lot of, I was like, what the fuck? Like, it just kept pouring out type shit. Then all of a sudden, I woke up. Like, bro, that was some weird ass, Stranger Thing type shit. I swear to God. I'm glad I said that in case I don't remember my dream. I can run the live back and I'm be like, damn, I really dreamed about this shit. Some weird shit. Alright, so the Nommo. Finna look up the Nommo on Google. See if Google got some. accurate images of the Nommo. Alright. Yeah, this it. This it right here. This a good enough pitch. Alright. Who are the Nommo? Alright, so this right here is a picture of the Nommo. It's kind of, that's really how the Nommo look. Some of them. Man, I thought it finna get bigger. But some of them look like that, right? This right here is more how the sirens look. This right here is more how the mermaids kind of look. Really, now I wouldn't say mermaid, them sirens. Them really right there is kind of how the sirens look. The male and female sirens of the Nommo. But the sirens are also part of the Nommo as well. All right, now we're finna go to another one. So yeah, I just showed y'all the sirens on that one. Now we finna go to the mermaids. Now this right here, finna show y'all how mermaids really, really look. Oh man, I shouldn't have showed that. I think they showed that on camera. God, bro. But man, it's a Google image, man, so it is what it is. Hold on. Hold on. Finna look it up. Alright. This right here is how the mermaids look. This right here is how the mermaids look. That's really how the real mermaids look. And they whitewash our shit, make it seem like they not our skin color, but they is. Alright. Mermaid. Mermaid. Real mermaid. Real mermaid. How real mermaid look. Real mermaids. That's how the mermaids really look. That's how the real mermaids look. They whitewash our shit, make it seem like they not that, but real mermaids. That's how the mermaids look. They Nommo. That's the Nommos. Nommos. Carbonated skin, same as you. Nommo. That's the Nommos. Alright? So boom. That's how the mermaids look. The Nommo, there's different species in the Nommo. Like the same way there's us, and then there's the ones of us that live in South America, they look different. The ones of us that live over here, they look different. All of us look different. The same way all of us look different, that's how it is with the Nommo. So boom. That's one of them right there. That's the boom. Alright. Boom. This another one right here. This how the dolphins look. That's how dolphins really look in their real form. I didn't even finish the transformer. That right there made me think about the transformer. I got to finish explaining how to Nommo the story of the transformer. All right, so boom, that's how the dolphin look. Real dolphins. Oh my phone for real dolphins. That's how the dolphins look in their real form when they're not lowering their frequency to fit. I'm gonna explain all of it. All right, so boom. That's how the dolphins really look. The dolphins look like that because they're in the skies right now. The same way as the Transformers. Like, but you see the government knows that dolphins are the Nommo. They know that. They're fighting them right now in the water type shit. But you see, it's like they still kind of like got affected by this shit the same way we did. It's like the dolphins the Nommo got affected by the water same way we did. So certain stuff that they used to do, they can't really do it how they used to do it. You get what I'm saying? So they can't really just be out here walking around in their full dolphin forms how they used to be because of the vibration and frequency of the planet. So they kind of got to be like transformed. They literally transform into their lower vibratory forms of themselves. Like not their humanoid, but their animal form. Real shit. So yeah, boom. The dolphins. The dolphins is goddamn. The dolphins is the Nommos. And you know that it's actually illegal to talk to wild dolphins. It's actually illegal to talk to dolphins. If y'all didn't know that, it's illegal to talk to dolphins. You got to ask yourself, why is it illegal to talk to dolphins? Like, this is a natural animal. Like, and they say they don't want to hurt them and shit like that. They feel like humans will hurt them, right? Bro, if they didn't want to hurt dolphins, they would have let them walk around. They would let dolphins walk around in their pure form if they didn't want to hurt them. If they didn't want to hurt dolphins, they wouldn't set off nuclear bombs in the ocean and shit like that if they didn't want to hurt them. So, bro, that right there let you know they don't give a fuck about no damn hurting no dolphins. They don't give a fuck about no shit like that. They just want to make sure that you can't communicate with them telepathically. Because, bro, if we was to go down there and talk to a dolphin and just have a telecommunicate with a dolphin, bro, the dolphin will tell you so much shit. The dolphin will be like, hey, bro, this your land, bro. We in a whole war with these people. These people done destroyed a lot of shit, bro. We got to get these niggas. Like, real shit, bro. Real shit. Tell you a lot of shit. And then you got to think about the fact that, like, these niggas out here poaching the animals and all this shit. I wouldn't say they poaching dolphins, but they poaching animals and shit, bro. But see, the dolphins, killer whales is the Nommo too. Killer whales, octopus. An octopus is not the Nommos, though. An octopus is its own species. It comes from the stars too. But an octopus is its own species. It's not the Nommo. So a lot of people say octopus is an extraterrestrial race. They are an extraterrestrial race. But octopus is not the Nommos. They're an octopus. Like real shit. And they're intelligent as well. Real shit. Russia actually found one of them in their higher vibratory forms and called it organism 46B in that article. They found a higher version of it. That's all it was, bro. Organism 46B or whatever it called. I think it's 46B or 46A, whatever it called. It's a higher version of an octopus. That's all it is. Like, hold on, bro. I'm finna look this shit up. I'm finna show y'all because I got the laptop. I'm finna show y'all. If y'all don't believe me, I'm finna show y'all. Hold on. First, I'm finna look up, is it illegal to talk to dolphins? Alright. Now, did what this shit say? Is it illegal to talk to wild dolphins? NOAA Fisheries has a policy on human interaction with wild marine mammals that states interacting with wild marine mammals should not be attempted, and viewing marine mammals must be conducted in a manner that does not harass the animals. So this right here is about wild marine animals. Reptile knowledge. This shit right here say reptile knowledge. Is it illegal? Look at this shit. Is it illegal? I'm finna read it with y'all. Is it illegal to interact with wild dolphins? Neither the Ocean Administration, neither the National Oceanic or Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, nor the National Marine Fisheries Services authorize, condone, or support activities involving the attempt by humans to interact with wild dolphins, whales, sea lions, seals, or porpoises. And you know what's crazy? They just so happen to name dolphins, whales. It just so happened to have the ones that include races from the Nommo specifically. Don't the ones they don't want you to interact with. The ones that specifically have races within the Nommo. Like I said, the whales, the Nommo too. Don't forget that. The whales, the Nommo too. Hold on. Is it possible to talk to dolphins? Any dolphin trainer would tell you that dolphins and humans can indeed communicate in a limited fashion. This limited fashion involves learning certain trained tasks and expressing a desire for things such as food. The communication of more nuanced and involved thoughts or commands, however, remains uncracked. Hold on. Hold on. And this shit right here. It man, bro, they got so many different articles. Like right here, it says these dolphins are wild animals and rarely tolerate physical contact from humans. Trying to touch or grab a dolphin is illegal and is virtually it is against the law to feed or harass wild dolphins for the dolphin's sake. Please don't feed or swim. All right, so boom, basically, yeah. There is currently no country that prohibits every kind of swim with dolphin encounter, though several outlaw the practice with respect to wild populations. So boom. All right, so basically, bro, they don't want to communicate with dolphins. You feel me? They don't want you communicating with dolphins. All right, so boom. They don't want you communicating with dolphins and shit, right? And you gotta ask yourself why. And they say that they don't want to hurt them. And it's like, bro, y'all niggas don't give a fuck about the dolphins. If y'all niggas think about it, like if they cared about the dolphins, they wouldn't go out their way to do this stuff to the planet if they cared about the dolphins. If they cared about anything in the wild, period, they wouldn't go out here and do the stuff they do if they really cared. So that lets you know they don't give a fuck about all that. You feel me? But, you know, we in the matrix. Big fast, we in the matrix. And it's like, man, the world is just a crazy place. So yeah, man, that's the Nommo. That's really pretty much most of the rundown on the Nommo and Sirius B. All right, so now the Transformers, right? Yeah, I'm tripping. I already talked about the Transformers and shit, but so yeah, man, y'all really know the rundown now. The Nommo is kind of like the Transformers. When you think of Transformers, the next time you watch Transformers, think about the Nommos. Real shit. Real shit. Like, think about the Nommo the next time you watch Transformers. Because the Nommo didn't necessarily go through a civil war, but they went through a battle. They went through a battle for their planet. Like, real shit. The Nommos went through a real battle for their planet, and their planet got mostly destroyed. And now that they planet mostly destroyed, they got to come here. And they came here through the portals in the oceans and shit like that. That's how they got here. They came here through the portals in the ocean. Some of them came through spaceships, though. Real shit. Some of them came through spaceships. Some of them came through the portals in the ocean. Real shit. And the Dogon tribe, they interacted with the Dogon tribe a long time ago. They interacted with the Dogon tribe way back in the day, right? And this thing is like the Dogon tribe, we got hit all across the board. We got hit all across the board, right? So boom. That means that there's certain stuff that we won't really understand. You get what I'm saying? Like, no matter where we at. So it's like how we understand stuff over here in America, another tribe may not understand it the same way. You get what I'm saying? And it's some stuff that they gonna get that we ain't gonna get, type shit. Cause we all connected. Like, there's no difference in you and a person in the Amazon. There's no difference. There's no difference in you and a person and a tribe member that's in any other country. There's no difference. They just tell you there's a difference because they break us down in names and shit like that. But really, there's no difference. Like, there's no difference in you and a person in Africa. The only difference is y'all got y'all own traditions and customs. That was before they got here. That's real life. Like, we got our own traditions and customs. But when it comes down to like species, we all the same species. We all the same race. Real shit. We all the same race. It's just we got different. We look different. We just look different. The same way with the Nommos. They're the same race or species, but they look different. All right, so boom, that's true across the whole cosmos. Like, races got the same, races look different, but they be the same race. They just look different, type shit. All right, so that's that right there. But there's no difference in us across the board. There's no difference. So that being said, it's like you really connected to the other people. Real shit. You really connected to them. And they make us think that we did connected. But there's no disconnect. We all connected. Real shit, and we all the same race. Facts. We at 32 minutes. 32 minutes. 32 minutes. We keep the live going. We can keep the live going probably about a whole hour. I ain't even gonna count to you. I'm finna talk about some more stuff with y'all right quick. I'm finna look up the Dogon. So it's like, bro, when they told the Dogon certain stuff, bro, they knew the Dogon wouldn't understand everything that they said, so they had to tell them certain stuff to a certain point. They couldn't tell them everything. You get what I'm saying? Because, like, they got hit by the war, bro. We all got hit by the war, so they can't just tell you everything. They can't do that. You get what I'm saying? All right, so boom. All right, now this right here is the Dogon. I'm finna tell y'all about the Dogon. Hold on. This right here is the Dogon tribe. The Dogon tribe. This is us. This is us. We may not understand it. We may not understand it over here in America, but this is us. Don't look at it like, oh man, what the fuck that is. Don't look at it like that. This is us. This is us. They want you to look at it like that, but this is us. All right, the Dogon are an ethnic group indigenous to the Central Plateau region of Mali in West Africa, south of the Niger being near the city of Bandiagara, and in Burkina Faso. The population numbers between 400,000 and 800,000. They speak the Dogon languages, which are considered to constitute an independent branch of the Niger-Congo language family, meaning that they are not closely related to any other languages. The Dogon are best known for their religious traditions, their mass dances, wooden sculpture, and their architecture. Since the 20th century, there have been significant changes in the social organization, material culture, and beliefs of the Dogon, in part because the Dogon country is one of Mali's major tourist attractions. All right, so that's like a little rundown. That's like a little rundown of the Dogon, right? Hold on. I'm finna look up the Dogon and the Nommos. Alright, so we just went to the Nommo. Went to the Dogon, right? Now we finna show you what the Nommo finna go to Nommo. Finna see what they got to say about it. Now keep in mind, use it with a grain of salt. Use it with a grain of salt because this ain't even the other article. Use it with a grain of salt because you got to think they telling us about history from their point of view. So they're gonna tell you what they want to know. They gonna tell you what they want you to know. They telling you your history from their point of view. This ain't your ancestor story from your ancestors. Keep that in mind. The Nommo or Nummo are primordial extraterrestrial ancestral spirits in Dogon religion and cosmology. However you say that. However you say that. I think cosmogony. However you say that. Cosmogony. However you say that. Sometimes referred to as demi-deities, venerated by the Dogon people of Mali. The word nomos is derived from a Dogon word meaning to make one drink. The nomos are usually described as amphibious, however you say that, fish-like creatures. Folk or depictions of nomos show creatures with humanoid upper torsos, legs, feet, and a fish-like lower torso and tail. The Nommo are also referred to as master of the water, the monitors, and the teachers. Nommo can be a proper name of an individual or can refer to a group of spirits or a whole. For purposes of this article, Nommo refers to a specific individual, and Nomos is used to reference the group of beings. All right, so boom. That right there, that's basically, take that with a grain of salt. Take that with a grain of salt because it said they're the Nommo really is primordial beings though, bro. Like real shit because like they ancient, bro. They ancient. They as old as us. They around the same age we is. We come from the same star system. Think about that shit, man. We come from Sirius A. They come from Sirius B. We both come from the same star system. So we both around the same age. So when they be like they primordial and giant, you know what I'm saying? Like they mean a lot. I told y'all that in one of my videos. They mean a lot in the cosmos. The Nomos are like high rank in the cosmos, bro. But don't look at rank how we look at rank down here on Kai or Earth as they call it. Don't look at rank like that. Rank is really different in the cosmos. Real shit. Real shit. But the Nomos is high rank in the cosmos. Alright, so boom. We finna keep going. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, now we finna read about the mythology. Now we got the mythology. Finna show y'all what they say. They say no more mythology. Alright. This right here, no more mythology. Dogon religion, 444 P to the ancestors. Dogon religion and creation mythology says that Nommo was the first living creature created by the sky god Amma. Shortly after his creation, Nommo underwent a transformation and multiplied into 4 pairs of twins. One of the twins rebelled against the universal order created by Amma to restore order to his creation. Amma sacrificed another of the Nommo progeny whose body was dismembered and scattered throughout the universe. The dispersal of body parts is seen by the Dogon as the source for the proliferation of Banu shrines throughout the Dogon traditional territory. Wherever a body part fell, a shrine was erected. All right, so, bro, keep this in mind, bro. Y'all know how they make it seem like stuff like this is, like, crazy. Or it's just like, oh, man, ain't no way that makes sense. But think about it there, bro. They look at the shit we believe the same way. They look at the shit we believe the same way. They like, what the fuck? Y'all nigga believe sun gonna come out the sky and like save you like from this? Think about it. They look at that shit the same way. So we can't sit here and be like, oh, that ain't real. How the fuck everybody lying? Think about it, bro. Everybody not lying. Like, bro, they want you to think that everybody is just don't nobody know who, bro. Somebody knows, bro. Everybody ain't stupid. Our ancestors were not stupid. They want you to think our ancestors were stupid. But at the same time, take this with a grain of salt. What I can get from this right here personally is the Nommo mean a lot in the cosmos, but I don't necessarily know if this story is really 100% what happened. It may be a part of the Nommo story, but they may not, but it ain't on no shit where it's like, it's just galactic, and it affects the whole universe. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's more of the Nommo, Nommo on the story type shit. All right. In the latter part of the 1940s, French anthropologists Marcel and Germain, phone for that, and Germain, who had been working with the Dogon since 1931, wrote that they were the recipients of additional secret mythologies concerning the Nommo. The Dogon reported related to Great Grail and however you say that, and I'm gonna say D and B, man. Hold on, G. I mean G and D. All right, and believe that the Nomos were inhabitants of a world circling the star Sirius. What the fuck? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Hold on. Circling the star Sirius, bro. Hold on, bro. See the main article of the Dogon for a discussion of their astronomical knowledge. Yeah. All right, so then that's in parentheses. The Nomos descended from the sky in a vessel accompanied by fire and thunder. After arriving, the Nomos created a reservoir of water, and subsequently dived into the water. The Nogon legends state that the Nomos require a watery environment in which to live. What did I just say? Sirius B is a mainly aquatic world, bro. And they drained Sirius B of a lot of the water. Real shit, bro, when the war happened a long time ago. This is like real ancient shit, bro. Real. This is our history, not their history, our history. According to the myth related to G and D, the Nommo divided his body among men to feed them. That is why it is also said that as the universe had drunken his body, the Nommo also made men drink. He gave all his life principles to human beings. The Nommo are also thought to be the origin of the first Hogan. All right, so boom. That's the story. That's real Nommo. That's our history. That's our history right there. All right, so what they saying with that is like the Nommo is an aquatic species, bro. They live in the waters. So there's water throughout most of the cosmos. That's why it's like he fed everybody because it's like they aquatic beings. So they can almost be everywhere. Real shit. Like they can almost be everywhere. They aquatic beings. Hold on, now this right here, interesting. Let me show y'all this right here. So they getting the story mixed up themselves. Hold on, controversy. Cause we finna show vote both sides. We finna see. Take it with a grain of salt. Controversy. Walter von Beek, an anthropologist studying the Dogon, found no evidence that they had any historical advanced knowledge of Sirius. Von Beek postulated that G engaged in such leading and forceful questioning of his Dogon sourcing that new myths were created in the process by confabulation, writing that though they do speak about Siganto what G claimed was Sirius, they disagree completely with each other as to which star is meant. For some, it is an invisible star that should rise to announce the Sagu festival. For another, it is Venus that though a different position appears as Sago to low. All agree, however, that they learned about the star from G. Man, hell no. Hell no. I ain't hearing that. So basically, bro coming on talking about they lying and they getting the story mixed up. Alright, so boom. We finna just hold on. We finna just get all that up out of there. Alright, so boom. Now we finna get up all they shit. Time to get up off of they shit and let y'all know what the fuck going on. Hold on, let me let y'all know what's going on with this shit. Alright, so boom. And I don't even see my damn. Oh, here it is. So boom. The goddamn Sirius B. You know how they said they don't know what star, right? Everything that you look up and see in the night sky is not a star. They not stars, them planets. Like planets shine bright. Planets shine bright like stars. Because each planet got stars inside. Like, bro, the same way we made, like with a CD, that picture of CD disc with a hole in the center. CD disc hole in the center, right? Boom. That's how Kai is made. That's how the different planes on Kai is made, right? So boom. Every planet doesn't look like that though. There's some planets with just one plane. Some planets just got one plane. Some planet got 3. Some planet got 4. Some planet got 5, 6, whatever. Damn, so keep getting my damn. Ain't no count, bro. The smoke keep burning my eye, bro. Like I just woke up, so y'all gotta work with me. You feel me? Like my eyes burning type shit. I just woke up type shit. I don't know. Y'all gotta work with me. All right, so boom. We got down with Sirius B. We made Sirius B. Boom. All right, so Sirius B. CD this. Picture Sirius B. CD this in the center. Boom. That's Sirius B. And in the center of Sirius B, there's also a tree. There's a tree in the center of Sirius B as well. And it's like the same way in Avatar, bro. When they show the trees and shit like that still being over the water, that's really how it is. Sirius B got a tree. It got a tree, bro. Got a huge tree in the center of it, too. And it's like the waters, like the Nommo live in that tree. Real shit. And the tree is like huge, bigger tree that they got type shit. It's like, I know this shit sound crazy, bro, but they real life. And it's like, it's a portal. They got a portal underneath their tree type shit. Y'all may not believe this shit, but hey, you feel me? So boom. But that's not the only portal. That's like that's the biggest one. But there's other portals in their ocean. They got multiple portals. That's what they use to drain the water out of Sirius B. But all the planets ain't stars. I mean, all the stuff you look at in the skies isn't a star. It's planets, galaxies, other universes, other realities, other dimensions, all this shit. It's all types of shit out there. Some of this shit is spaceships. Some of the stars is spaceships and everything. Like real shit. Alright, so boom. The Sirius star system consists of Sirius X, Sirius B, and Sirius C. We finna bring up the laptop one more time. This ain't probably gonna be the last time, but we finna bring up the laptop one more time. And we finna see what does this shit say about Sirius. Alright, now y'all peek this out right here. Peek this out right here. What this right here say. Carl Sagan has noted that the first reported association of the Dogon, association with the Dogon of knowledge of Sirius as a binary star system. And my phone. Don't tell me they froze the line. Oh, here we go. Giving the Dogon ample opportunity to gain cosmological knowledge about Sirius and the solar system with more scientifically advanced terrestrial societies whom they had come in contact with. It has also been pointed out that the binary star system, like Sirius, are theorized to have a very narrow and non-existent habitable zone, and thus a high probability of containing a planet capable of sustaining life, particularly life as what the fuck, dependent on water. I don't know why my phone keep freezing, but on my end, but depending on water, as Nommo were reported to be. All right, so boom, they kind of letting y'all know. They kind of telling y'all that they lying. They kind of telling y'all that they lying about how that's actually a planet and they're not a sun. They want y'all to think Sirius X is a sun, but it's a planet. They want you to think Sirius B is a sun, but it's a planet. I don't know why my line keep freezing, man. I'ma just I know what I'ma do. I'ma just I'ma just leave that alone. I'ma just leave the laptop alone because apparently the laptop keep freezing, right? So boom, Sirius X. Sirius X is a planet. It's not a sun. And they just told you on there. They telling you like, oh, it ain't no way it'll make sense. But it don't make sense because y'all lying. They not telling the truth. That's why it don't make sense. If they told the truth, it'll make sense. Facts. All right, so boom, Sirius X is a planet. That's where we come from. And Sirius B is a planet. That's where the Nommos come from. And there's another planet in the Sirius star system called Sirius C. I will show y'all on the laptop, but it's gonna freeze again. All right, so Sirius C. I don't know much about Sirius C right now. I'm gonna dive into that later. I'm gonna get into Sirius C later. So boom, Sirius X is where we come from, and Sirius B is where the Nommo come from, and that right there is the Sirius star system. Those three planets, maybe more, but you get what I'm saying. Those three planets I know for sure are the Sirius star system. Real shit. And we at 52 minutes and 34 seconds. I'm gonna end the live at an hour. We just came on here, man. Gave y'all some drops about the Nommo. You feel me? Run the live back, do whatever you want to do type shit. We ended it at an hour though. Smoke got about that. But yeah, man. Let these niggas know the real truth, man. Cause they lie about history. They tell you about their version of history. They don't tell you about our version. Facts. They tell you what they want you to do. They don't tell you real life shit. They tell you what they want you to know. Y'all nigga quiet as hell. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Y'all nigga like, damn. Hell nah. Ain't no cap. I bet it's like, I bet when people find out that this shit really fuck, it gonna blow their fucking mind, bro. On God, it gonna blow their fucking mind, bro. It gonna blow their damn mind. Cause man, they kind of like the article said, bro. They talking about it don't make sense for a planet that they don't have a habit zone, right? It don't make sense. They don't have a habit zone. They let you know in the article they lying. Sirius B ain't no sun. That's a planet. Because that they too close to each other. You get what I'm saying? The suns is way too close. So, bro, them planets, bro, they not suns. That right there let you know planets is way bigger than what they tell you. Planets is huge, bro. Planets is way bigger than what they tell you, bro. That's another reason why they lie about how the maps look. Fact. Because if they told you how the maps look, bro, they would get exposed for lying. People would know these niggas lying, bro. People would know y'all niggas is lying if they showed you how big the planet really was. Like bro, everything will collapse. They can't. It's like the domino effect. One lie would destroy all lies. So if they came out and said, "Oh, Sirius X and Sirius B, that's a planet," folks would be like, "What the fuck?" But then you look into it, they say, "Oh, the story don't make sense because they too close to each other." But then they say, "Oh, the story had to make sense because they knew too much about space." How the fuck, like, y'all nigga don't, you get what I'm saying? Like, they lying, bro. They lying like, fuck, them planets, they not suns, them whole planets. Real shit. And the Canis Major star system, that's another star system. I'm gonna talk about the Canis Major. Cause that's where we come from, the Mary Jane, nigga. Facts. That's where the Mary Jane come from. The Canis Major. And the Canis Major is like a vacation spot. It's like a vacation spot. You know, like Murder Beach. It's like Murder Beach. But Murder Beach on steroids. It's like Murder Beach mixed with Miami, mixed with California, mixed with the Bahamas, mixed with another 5 beach, mixed with the beaches on Africa type shit. It's mixed with all types of beaches. That's Canis Major. Canis Major is that shit, my nigga. I'm talking about my nigga Canis Major, bro. If you was to go to Canis Major, bro, you would see the sky change to different chakra colors because they vibration still high. They vibration high as hell, as a matter of fact, because mostly everybody over there high. Like, that's even why it's called getting high. Because you connect the higher dimensions. That's even why it's called getting high. That's why people get high and talk about all types of crazy shit. Is you connecting to other dimensions. When in actuality, bro, there's even an episode on Joe Rogan that said almost anything that you can imagine exists because the universe is so big. That shit true as fuck. So imagination is actually real. You pulling stuff from other dimensions into this dimension and telling people this shit verbally. And like, you verbally telling people this shit. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm taking information from different, you can say ancestral beings, my higher self, the sun, Atum, Ra, whatever you want to say, the universe. I'm pulling the information in and I'm verbally telling it to y'all. And anybody can do this shit. I wouldn't just say anybody, but because certain people got the light codes in their throat chakra. I'm just being real with you, bro. I'm telling y'all some real life shit. Certain people got they got the light codes in their throat chakra. So when they speak, people automatically get drawn into what they saying because they meant to do this shit. Facts. They really meant to do this shit. And I guarantee you they'll never tell her that. They'll never tell her that in school. They'll never tell you that in school. But yeah, man, the Sirius B, all that shit, man. That's us. That's us. That's us. They like our fur cousins, man. Look at Sirius. Look at the Nommo like our fur cousins. They like our fur cousins, man. Real shit. They like our fur cousins. Y'all know how y'all got them fur cousins. They're like a little bit younger than you. I wouldn't say they like that. They're like a fur cousin that's a little bit younger than you because they came a little bit after us. Real shit. The Nommo is like our fur cousins, bro. Now, that's some real life shit. The Nomos is like your fur cousin, bro. When you see a dolphin, that's your fur cousin, bro. On a galactic level, that's like your fur cousin. Real shit. When you see a whale and you see how they hunt the whales and harming the whales and going after the whales and trying to like hurt them and stuff like that. That's your first cousin. They going after your first cousin, bro. Real shit. The Nommo are your first cousin. Facts. Big facts. But I'm finna get ready to get on now, though, man. I done been on this bit about a good hour. I done did my thing. Gave my drops. Did my thing. Gave my drops, man. Y'all can run the line back. Anything y'all want to do type shit. It pretty much the end of the line, though. Did what I had to do. Just wanted to come on here and get y'all a drop, get y'all on a drop by Nommo. Damn voice and shit cracking. But yeah, man. That being said, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Run the live back, do whatever you got to do, and we out.